Welcome everybody to another episode of Changing the Hip Hop Guards podcast. I am the journalist Sincere. That's my partner Uncle E, and we have the pleasure of speaking with Ferquan tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Blessings, man. Peace and blessings, man. What's happening?
No doubt. For everybody who wants to know what's been up with you, we're going to take it all the way back and then up to 2022 to what you're currently working on. For those who may not know, may be new to you, or may have just forgot, take us back to where you were born and raised.
Bridgeport, Connecticut. Grew up in Newport News and Conway, South Carolina, like Myrtle Beach area. Back and forth, but mainly Virginia. And I've been living in Georgia for almost 5 years in the Atlanta area.
Nice, nice.
Got a few businesses out here, a few properties, things like that.
Take us back to your teenage years growing up in Connecticut. What was life like for Ferquan growing up back then?
Actually, teenage years, like I said, I was born in Connecticut, but most of my teenage years was spent in Virginia. I mean, I was in the streets, man. I mean, it ain't no secret. If anybody knows anything about my history, bro. So yeah, just learning music, learning myself, and cutting up. But I mean, hurt people, man. Like I went through some things, and it was a lot of street elements around me. My mother and my stepfather, they did what they could, but ultimately, I chose the streets, and the streets welcomed my crazy ass with open arms, But I had a lot of people praying for me.
Okay.
So I'm still here,
So in between all of that, dealing with the streets and everything, at what point in time does the music take place?
Music always been a part of my life. I think the older I got, and really wanting to do music, it starts with, I want to do what Michael Jackson do. I want to do what LL Cool J do. I want to do what NWA do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To I want to do what Jay-Z do. How? You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it's like, okay, pop, sell dope. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that this is before Jay though. This is, Eric B, Rakim era. Like y'all, you seeing people they selling dope like that. That's where I'm seeing people with the ropes and the diamonds and all of that. So it's like, boom, I want that.
Right.
And back when I was also coming up, if you was light skinned, they wanted to try you. You know what I'm saying? So then you add that with a father that put some anger in you, whether he was in and out your life, in and out of prison, mistreated you because he had anger issues, man. You know what I'm saying? So you add that, and then you add like my stepfather taught me martial arts. Granddaddy taught me how to shoot because most of my family from South Carolina. So y'all start, when the fighting ain't good, y'all start shooting. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you're in the jungle. So you can eat gazelle,
Right.
And hope nobody mess with you. You know what I'm saying? You could be a wolf, bear, lion, hyena, something that's high up on the food chain.
Right.
For a person like me, an alpha male like me, man, it got to be king or nothing.
Gotcha.
We're going to be wolves and vampires. Like, why not go for being Count Dracula, right?
Right.
And that That's what it was. I wasn't a troublemaker. I just wanted some money. I like girls. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But now y'all fucking with me.
So you had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna do it real nice too. and that's what it was. But ultimately, you know, you make some bad decisions, robbing and shit like that. I went to prison. I honed my skills. You know, every time I wasn't a jailbird, right?
Okay.
But how I put it, when I usually got into some shit, it was some major shit back then, right? So it was one of them things, and usually most of the time, except when I did go to prison, that was I was dead ass wrong. You know, I'm out there, me and my decide we're gonna rob some people, take some hard working people shit. You know, this particular night, and my ass went to prison for it.
Right.
So
is that when you were because at one point you were almost facing like life, right?
that's been like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, okay.
Not bragging.
No. I got you.
It's been certain
instances
certain situations. Like, I mean, I ended up catching some cases after Just a Moment came out. But here's the thing. That was right around the time where internet is really starting to pop, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm on TV now. So now it's, hey man, you know that's Quan. See, back in the day, your name rung bells. You feel what I'm saying? Your name preceded you if you was really out here, because it was word of mouth. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why MCs had to come out in the streets and really cultivate and nurture your skills in battles and ciphers. You had to come outside. You couldn't just sit in your house, goddamn it, and think you was dope. You had to come out on the battlefield. So I said that to say this. You go from people might know your name to people knowing your face now. So before, where it might have been like, yeah, Quan, here, it's a mystery. Now is, you know, people that you don't went to war with or different things like that, they know your face. So now you're famous enough to know that your life is about to change, but you ain't wealthy enough or experienced enough to move yet. You see what I'm saying? So what you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have this motherfucking fire, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, man, you get tried by 12 and carried by 6 at that point. You see what I'm saying? But so what that was after the fact. But before then, you know, different shit usually centered around money or somebody bothering fucking with me. That's the main reason why I'm here. Outside of being blessed, I'm not no troublemaker. I don't want no, like 50 said, I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble. I swear I don't want no trouble, but you fucking bring me trouble, I'm gonna say, okay then. I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. And God, guess what? God gonna take care of me. Same way he took care of David and Goliath situation. You feel what I'm saying? Bullies don't win. That's why I'm here. So, but I want to say this, like, right? What my thing is, coming from where I came from, the side of acting up, I know what's going on with these babies and these demons, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, the world can't even comprehend what they watching.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I was just telling my son, he's 16. I was like, listen, man, when you start popping that pistol off in the name of anything other than righteousness, bro, when you start allowing the evil to please you, You dancing with a demon, bro. And that shit becomes worse than that shit like taking heroin, bro. I never been no heroin addict, but from what I heard, is real fucking hard to get off of, man. Because guess what? They hurt people, bro. And I feel like I'm one of the best people. I might not be the only person, but I might be one of the best ones because I'm old enough to know better, but young enough and spicy enough to not give a fuck. But we're gonna stand on righteousness and we're gonna stand on business. It's a way to be cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody got their vices. Everybody got a little dirt under their rug. So what the key to life is balance. That's what Ferquan stand for, balance, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even in my music, balance. I ain't too much of nothing but creative in myself.
Man, so how did Ferquan, dealing with all the battles that you had to deal with and everything that was going on, how did Ferquan's name land on the ears of a Nas at the time?
So I ended up catching some robbery cases, like I said, right before I got out. Sister got shipped to Iraq. Godmother died. And I was in the hole because somebody tried me. Worked that thing out. And I ended up writing that song just a moment between that time and them shipping me to another penitentiary, which ended up getting like my good time knocked off, whatever. So I ended up having to stay in a little bit longer. Wrote that song and it was in my book, man. Came home. Elias heard a couple of records and we recorded some records. He let Nas hear him. Well, he let Tony Pope from Trackmasters hear it. And they let Nas hear it. And Nas ended up getting on Just a Moment. And it popped, right?
Okay, so before we get into that, how did you find your way within that circle, though? You know what I mean? How did you find your way meeting like Elias? And you know, did you have music before that was out?
No, I had music I was working on.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I remember. So I'm out there. Like, Suzanne Mates was my manager at that time, and some family friends introduced us.
Okay.
And so, you know, so I ended up going, like I said, I'm from Connecticut. So I went to visit and I'm like, Mom, you know, I'm gonna go up here, holler at cousin Connecticut, maybe get some numbers from some people I know and see some people. So I ended up doing that. And actually one of the people that produced Tyrone for Erykah Badu is Norman Keys. Norman Keys hurt. Paul was already working with like Heat Makers, Red Spider, lot of niggas, D Prosper, lot of people. So you know my name was buzzing. And so Kevin Krause, big time mixing engineer, that Suzanne knew that there was him and Chris Conway, two big engineers that I was, you know, they was working with on, you know, spec shit, trying to get me a deal. I was already working on my project, you know, late night hours at Chung King in Manhattan. And it's crazy. Like, I was an exceptional talent by then. Might have needed some grooming, but you got to understand I had written by that time well over 300-400 songs. You know what I'm saying? So my pen was already crispy. My vocal, even singing, I was far advanced. You know what I'm saying? Like singing, I had pipes, not like I do now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I was a problem. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So when I did the record, Nas was working on his record, and that's what it was. So it was basically the thing like, yeah, you got to hear this kid. You know what I'm saying? He rapping and he's singing, but the crazy part was, it was more so about they didn't know how to market someone who was so melodic but so street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and shit.
No, I was just gonna say, but you said you wrote Just a Moment.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, not know this, but I just want you to kind of explain it.
Yeah.
When Street's Disciple comes out and everybody first hears that song,
Yeah.
it's kind of assumed that it's a Nas song featuring Quan.
Of course, they had the budget. That's what I understand business.
Mm-hmm.
I understand business. That's not what the problem was. The problem was I felt like, and in retrospect, let me say this, right? Being in the positions that I have been in, being my own big dog, you see what I'm saying? And being at the age and the experience that I'm at right now, I could understand kind of probably where Nas probably feel like, damn, little nigga, I got you, nigga. Just trust me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm also an alpha male and a stand-up nigga, and I don't understand, like, okay, cool, but why you need, I ain't giving up 50% of my publishing. Like, I'm not doing that. I know enough about the music business to know I ain't doing that. I know enough to know, damn, I just made you a whole bunch of money off of one. This record that is a smash hit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why y'all charging me? Woo, 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 woo. It's kind of like knowing your big homie got, like, you got 2,000 bricks, right? Cool. I ain't counting your bricks, right? I just, you know what I'm saying? I brought a move to the table that brought us 500 bricks. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, you want to take 300? Damn, bro. You want to take 250 of these motherfuckers, man. I ain't even cost you no money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to make 1 million of these motherfuckers with you. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Like, I think everything has its time. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit back like, shit, I could have been more patient. I could have been more humble. You know what I'm saying? I could have been like Drake. Like, hey, man, I'm going to ride with the punches until... And it might have played out a little different. But I don't know, man. I take it how it comes because guess what? I got a new project coming.
Yeah. We're going to get into that.
Yeah, I've been doing my shit. And so this is my thing. When I pop this time, it's the greatest story ever told. Yeah. I feel like it'll be one of the greatest stories ever told. How I never quit. You see what I'm saying? And how not only did I never quit, you know what I'm saying? I built my own studio, got my own barbershop, got my own salon. You know what I'm saying? Still did records that streamed millions with movies. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though I might not have been on your BET or your MTV and on your brightest stage, man, hey, I've been doing my motherfucking thing. And I trust the process. And I'm gonna keep it a way 100 with you. Maybe in the beginning, I couldn't have had no goddamn real, man. Some real
Yeah.
Man, fresh out of penitentiary, where all of these goddamn psychos
Yeah.
me with the head psycho. Man, who? Shit.
Let me ask you, Quan, what do you remember most about that session with Nas recording Just a Moment?
He had his part done. When I got to him, I heard it over the phone. I flew out to Miami. I heard it in person. And I was like, oh shit. This shit is really happening, man. This shit is really happening. Beautiful time. And me and his relationship outside of the business, bro. Me and his relationship was fucking genuine and cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real shit. You know, I go to his house, Khaleesi cook. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But it was one of them things where I came up in an era where everybody wanted to be king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I'm your baby brother. If anything, that's my big bro. I ain't his protege. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's like shit. I write, produce, I play instruments like this. You know, enough to do shit. I'm not giving nobody 50% of my puff this shit. And then I ended up, you know, I caught a gun case, whatever the case was. But I could see him being like, "Hey, my nigga, hey, you want to do it your way? How you want to do it? Hey, man, salute, nigga." You know what I'm saying? But I think the only part that hurt me was when 50 and them wanted me. When Shy Money and 50 and them wanted to take my situation, the nigga went and let my wanting come up out of my paperwork. You see what I'm saying? 50 and Shy wanted to take the situation over at Atlantic. You held my paperwork up for 2 years. Like, you see what I'm saying? So I ain't like that part of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I love music. I'm a human instrument. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. At what point does the Ill Will record situation come about? Is it before the song at just at the moment, or afterwards?
Just a moment. It came like I already had the song. If that's what you mean, I had the song first. So
Okay.
when it became, I guess, like a hit, you know what I'm saying, record and shit like that, it was like, you want to sign? Yeah. And then it's like, okay, I signed. We did a production agreement. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't doing nothing that y'all supposed to do on a production agreement. You see what I'm saying? Just the Moment come out, turns into a hit, bidding war. You know what I'm saying? And they might have had a whole nother blueprint for me. Like I said, they were experienced. Like I probably, you know what I'm saying? But when you got management, like, oh, you got lawyers and different people getting involved, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, I ain't from Queens, I'm from VA. Like in the end, am I outside? Am I really inside? Am I outside of it? You know what I'm saying? Do some of these other niggas really feel like, who the hell? How he let this nigga just come and blow like that? Like, it, you know what I'm saying? Different shit. But it was okay. Like, in the end, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. It was a great time. You know what I'm saying? And as with everybody, you can have disagreements. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I was a wild. I was a wild one. I was a wild baby. I wasn't foul, but I was like, yeah. Because I hadn't been removed. I'm still here. Like I'm the Jay-Z of this town. You crazy? Like our shit this big. It's Virginia. You know what I'm saying? once you know, Missy, Timberland, goddamn it, Clips, Quan Trey songs, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
few more, you know what I'm saying, in there. But I'm saying so, and I'm around the trenches, bro, and I've been active. You see what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, I need to move. Yeah, nigga, I'm on fucking probation. You know what I'm saying? You got to do whole interstate compact, all of that. But you also got to remember, I went to prison before I turned 18. Did 7 years. So I'm still even though I'm 25, 26, I'm like 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? 6 figures in a war that I've been involved in for the past goddamn 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but to know now what I know then, it's like, as you grow, and when you do finally step out and get your first apartment or your first house, you know what I'm saying? Different shit like that. Because up to that point, even though I was mature and smart, I wasn't as experienced in life as the average 25, 26, 27-year-old. Now, when it came to some street shit, some hustling shit, some gangster shit, or some music shit, oh, I had you. When it came to independent, like real life independent living skills, oh, hell to the no. Pay, man, pay some bills, man. Take this guy. Pay this goddamn shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, no. So there was a process. But I think, as with my life, God and the ancestors gave me stories to give. You know what I'm saying? Even through, I wrote a book. I'm gonna publish that this year. I'm gonna write a few more. I played Tupac in the Andre Rison movie, just expanding the brand, man, and growing. But in the end, for me, it's all about music and utilizing the voice that I was blessed with to shine light on different aspects that need to be shine light on. And some of that shit is cold-blooded and is necessary and is needed. You know?
Right. After, because I know you also were sort of signed, or was a joint deal with Just Blaze?
No, I don't know where the fuck they got that from, bro.
That, because I don't remember you saying that before.
Only dealings I had with Just Blaze was this right here. Me and Saigon are real cool.
Okay.
That's my dude. Saigon was signed to Just Blaze.
Just Blaze, yeah.
I fuck with Saigon. I will go to Baseline. I've been to Baseline a couple of times. I was cool with Guru. You know what I'm saying? And where the fuck that come from, I have no clue.
That was just, yeah. And another thing I want to ask you, you never had another opportunity when it came to as far as working with 50 after the fact?
Nah, man. I wish.
Man, I could see you on an episode of Power or something, bro.
Right after that. Like right after that. Right after me and 50, let me tell you, me and 50 had a conversation in his crib. When me and him were in talks, right? This is before I signed the production agreement with Ill Will. 50 was like, yo, what you want? I was like, nigga, I want the same thing you got. Basically, I'm saying, like, nigga, I want $1 million, nigga. He was like, you got to crawl before you walk. I was like, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. He's like, we're going to figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? This is before this. We already had a rapport because I had Theo Sedemeyer. We had the same lawyer. And that's how I ended up meeting 50. But 50 ended up getting into that shit at Summer Jam with Domination and they sent them to the West Coast for a while, and that's kind of where we lost communication. And then along the years, where my strongest link to him was Shy Money. I think him and Shy eventually kind of
Fizzled out. Yeah.
fizzled out. And I ain't seen him since then. You know what I'm saying? But I think it would be a great meeting, man. I think this is what I feel, man. Because in the end, people can say what they want, but me and Nas don't really got no bad blood, man. You know what I'm saying? I really chalk it up like, hey, man, he went off and did what Nas do. It was a business transaction that he tried. He fucked with me, but hey, man, life goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, I'm gonna let Quan do whatever Quan do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, I got to focus on me. I'm goddamn going through a divorce. I just got over I just lost my mama not too long ago. I got to focus on me and my shit. Cause guess what? As a grown ass man, that's what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Can't, regardless of whatever I went through, I can't fault that man. You know what I'm saying? That man gave me a great opportunity. We wouldn't even be here. Y'all wouldn't give a fuck what Quan was talking about if not ain't rock with me. You know what I'm saying? So, and that I humbly embrace that. It's just, you know, we had disagreement. But even I think as I embark on this new journey and it takes shape how it takes shape, and I hit the levels and the platforms that I'm supposed to, oh man, y'all get a Quan and Nas record. Y'all get a Quan, you know what I'm saying, for Quan and 50 record. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, my name ain't got no shit on it. You know what I'm saying? In the end, if anything, I hope he chilling. You know what I'm saying? I hope he ain't, you know, but shit. I've been out here chilling, man, getting to it, man.
Yeah, how did it feel? What was it, around 2000 when you had America's Pie featured on The Wire? How did that feel?
Man, I was at one of the lowest points ever. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was like right when the last of my little goddamn record deal money had went 05. Well, I don't, was that 05 that came out or 06?
When it was on The Wire, I believe it
I can just tell you what I remember. I can remember getting paid for it. Okay. And being like, damn, I appreciate this shit. I needed this shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I definitely needed this shit. And still trying to figure shit out. I was still, you know, still learning. I started learning Pro Tools. You know, I'm gonna learn how to engineer. And that's another thing that I took the initiative to do, man. I know, you know, wasn't inboxes was just becoming popular. Shit like that, Pro Tools and recording yourself for real and all of that. And I made it a point, okay, I'm gonna learn how to engineer. I'm gonna learn how to program beats. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be involved in this shit some kind of way. But yeah, when I did that, somebody that was through a relationship, and yeah, it felt good. It was like, yeah, you know, an accomplishment. Mm-hmm. But you know, you keep it moving. Thank you. What, you know. Right. But yeah, that was at a dark point in my life, like that I recall that record, like getting done and me getting the money for that record. Because I remember I needed that money at that point. I was trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? Right. The broken heart syndrome.
Did you end up recording the whole project on Ill Will Records until my death? What happened with that situation?
We never got to the point where the record was where the album was finished. You see what I'm saying? We never got to the point where the album was finished. So it was like, at that point I had just been, you know, recording for real. You know, it wasn't like, once I learned how to record myself and got accustomed to being, you know what I'm saying, in the studio and all of that, and turning out records, that was a different time. See what I'm saying? I had records. I was already recording records. And then it was about Nas's album. That's what it was about. Promoting and pushing that. You know what I'm saying? And doing that, you know, went on tour, different things like that. It was a great time, man. It was a great experience. Like it didn't go as far as probably everybody thought. But we had a great feature, did a great record, got some great checks. And if I see him and he see me, he gonna hug the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, what up, my nigga? Like, that's what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be no animosity or nothing like that. Same way with 50, you know. If anything, they probably gonna say the same thing Trey Songz said when they see me, like, damn, nigga, what you doing? How the fuck you look like? I don't know this goddamn beard though. I might look.
Nah, that's cool though, man. I'm glad. Yeah, can I tell you something real quick before we you know, get into what you're doing now and your new project?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm transparent.
So, like I said, I interviewed in 2008, man, and you know, this is me being honest, no bullshit or nothing. You were one of our most favorite interviews to this day, right? One of the reasons was because of how, like you just said, how transparent you are.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one reason was because of how transparent you were and how humble you were at that time. This is in 2008. And I don't, if it's a sensitive subject, let me know and won't say no more.
We talk. I'm all right.
That day, right? I forget, you might have been like at a bar or something, and we were doing the interview, and you were waiting. I don't know if it was your wife at the time. I'm not sure, but she was expecting, and you kept saying, "Yo, I got to answer this call because you know my wife is expecting." I don't know if it's
that was my 2008. No, that was in sure, that was 2008 or 2009.
It could have been 2009. It was either
it was 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
2009.
All right. So, you know, and like I said, so you were like, I got to take this call because I'm expecting, you know, and like I said, to this day, the girl that I was doing the show with at the time, like we talk every once in a while, and we still say that was one of our most favorite interviews that we ever had, because of how real you were and how honest and transparent. Fast forward, I don't know what the time frame was between that interview, but I saw at some point you posted the passing of was it your son? Right?
Yeah.
And I remember when I saw that, it kind of really hit me hard because, like I just said, we were talking to you when you were waiting for the delivery of, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I remember I sent you a message, which I was like, he probably not going to see this, but I sent you a message, you know, sharing my condolences and everything. And I just wanted to say, now that I could see you face to face, once again, I wanted to share my condolences. You know what I mean? Because listen, the only reason why I reached out to you is not so much because, you know, it's Quan and get them on. I've kind of tried to follow what you've been doing since, because I as a fan, but I'm somebody that likes what you do.
Appreciate
as far as your music.
You got to build and connect with the person and the man.
Exactly. And you said something just a little while ago too about connecting with the young. You mentioned that before. And I see the way you move. I see the type of music you do, and I see how you still try to connect, and you try to have the younger generation.
And I fuck like I'm genuinely that. Listen. Bro, what I was banging when you came here today? Thug. Yeah, Thug. Nigga, Young Thug was on loud in this motherfucker. Like, but I genuinely listen to these. I appreciate music, but the crazy thing is, I help birth the rapping and singing movement. I
Right,
love
right.
where y'all niggas took it. You know what kind of lane that give me? And the more light that shine on it, and they say, God damn, bro been doing this shit since goddamn it 2002, 2003. Nigga, what? They said he was too gangster to sing and rap at the same time. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But then it's also the flip side of how the fuck you weed 5 life sentences and the death penalty, OG? How the fuck you maintain when your dream was shattered, OG? How the fuck you maintain when you was holding your dead baby in your arms, nigga? At a time in your life where you wouldn't even sell drugs or pimp on hoes, nigga, because you was trying to do the righteous thing. Man, I lost it, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Niggas die. The other side, enemies hitting the nigga inbox and shit, talk about some, oh, nigga, yeah, God took your baby because of the shit you done, man. Like, man, this a movie for your ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about the real thick of the shit and not just the fun side of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, all respect to King Von and Youngin, right? But, like, I'm talking about the other side of it. Like, when your ass really got to sit down for a while and you really get the opportunity to start learning what love is, lack of it, and what it means to grow into a man that loves himself and the people that love him enough to not throw your shit away. You see what I'm saying? See, he ain't get that far. You see what I'm saying? I've been that. Get away with some ill shit, beating cases, and you still out popping with your homies, man. Yeah, they can't catch me. And then you blow up. He ain't get the lesson. See, I got the lesson. Whoa, nigga. I went in there. I ain't had no goddamn beard, nigga. I came home. They got a full goddamn shit. Sisters is grown and shit. You know what I'm saying? Baby sister mad at you because she feel like you abandoned her and shit. You feel what I'm saying? That type of shit. Like I said, 26 running around like you goddamn 19 because you missed it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that gives you a different humbleness, man. That give you a different set of humble. That give you a hold on. You know, it's kind of like the first time you fuck around, get a fast car, and you fuck around, crash.
Right.
Yeah, you like, oh, watch out, you hit this goddamn curve. But last time, that motherfucker sent me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And thank God and the ancestors, bro. I was able to come out on this motherfucking side because I could have been walking around in the fucking chow hall with my chest poked out. You see what I'm saying? But instead, I'm here. And that I got to get at to whomever. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. I don't know if y'all ever fucking been blessed enough to run across that piece of literature, but it basically said, hey, man, hey, you walk amongst common men the same way you do kings, man. You see what I'm saying? You treat triumph and tragedy the same fucking way. You celebrate them shits the same fucking way. You see what I'm saying? You be man enough to see everything that you work your whole life for crumble. And you pick up the same worn out motherfucking tools, man, and you fucking do it again. That's what make you.
Right.
But if you throw it away, young nigga, you can always get another car. You can always get another chain. Long as you got your fucking freedom, young nigga. Long as you got life. Nigga ain't getting that lesson, man. And I'm talking about I'm affected by it. Like terrible. Like we was just in here talking about numerous young niggas that's dying around us, bro. Like this shit, niggas is genuinely affected by shit that motherfuckers is kikiing and ha-haing about on the motherfucking internet. Like, nigga, I'm connected. I know people, so the shit niggas is laughing about with these little beefs and ha this and ha that. And I'm seeing my niggas right next to me crying or feeling some type of way because niggas is dying, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who making the most money off of it? Not the motherfuckers that's dying. Not the babies that's crying for their parents. And don't get me wrong. I'm the first motherfucker to tell you. This is what I mean by standing balance. Hey man, I ain't gonna fuck with you. But if you come fucking with me, you gonna get your issue. You gonna get your issue in every motherfucking magazine that had an issue. You see what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't fucking with nobody. And that's just that. You know, some people deserve a whole lot of leave alone. And after everything I done been through, all the friends I done lost, all the chances, all the risks, all the sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? Even to get to a point to build a certain level of wealth as an entrepreneur and an independent artist. You think you gonna come and fuck with me? You really think you gonna come and put some pressure on me, man? You better come through this bitch blazing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like yeah, I ain't got nothing bad to say about no rappers. I don't give a fuck how successful I get. It ain't bothering me because I ain't got time for it. And my brothers ain't got no time for it. They ain't going for not one bit of it. And then they take care of their babies, man. If this shit go the wrong way, I gotta take care of their mamas. You know, but that's what's bothering me. It's about a balance. When we was coming up, man, it was, listen, like I was just telling my man, if somebody said, oh, you hot, that wasn't a good damn thing. You hot, so hot ass for around here, man. If a demon, oh, it's okay to be a demon. Oh, it's okay to be a demon. Oh shit. Oh hell no. Man, what? I remember girls would run the other way, man. Once it was known that you was active like that, it took a special kind of chick to be riding around with you, man. Shit was getting hit up.
Right.
You know? So when it came to my sundown, right? Let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
I felt slighted. I felt like God robbed me. You see what I'm saying? Without going a whole lot deeper. Mm-hmm. So what ended up happening is I regressed. I think that's the word we could use. A backslid. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, shit, you took that. All gloves off, you know. And but he still protected me. And eventually I grew, man. You know. Took that money, got me studio equipment, you know what I'm saying, put out my projects, traveled a bit, you know, made some relationships, and grew. And ultimately in that, teaching myself about business, finances, you know, built me some corporations and got me some EINs and some, you know, established some things and residual income and different things like that, and just realized, man, bet on me. Bet on me. Right. So that's where we at. You know what I'm saying? Soft rebrand. I'm still down for Quan, but I'm Ferquan. You know what I'm saying? And Ferquan is an artist. You might get an R&B record. You might get a hardcore hip hop record. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, you're going to get Ferquan, bro. I'm the same person. I'm the same person. I don't know how to be nothing else. That was my first child that I lost. I buried him. And then I lost a second child in 2020. Yeah, but I never got to really hold or meet that child. But you know what I'm saying? it's crazy, man. Life is something. You better just appreciate it for what you can. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Can you take us to what you're currently working on at the moment?
King Quan Project, double EP. Um, double EP. Barz and Balladz. 7 songs on each EP, and I'm gonna release one after the other, and a couple of singles, EP, couple of singles, EP, couple of singles, uh, double with some bonuses. So we got some exciting shit planned out for the next cool year and a half. You know what I'm saying? I did a distribution deal with Soul Spasm for my record label.
Okay.
And right now that's what it is. The first single is The Jungle. Got that video popping, doing good numbers. And the next single after that is Heartless. That dropped the 18th on all DSPs. And then about a week after that, video gonna drop. And we're gonna push that crazy. And let that bubble. I'm also trying to find a good social media marketing company too.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
Any guest features on those EPs?
Just my brother.
Okay. Production wise, what can we expect from those projects?
Honestly, I got, I play instruments myself. So between me and some extremely talented musicians and producers, Mon Sway, I got some in-house people, that came up around some of the greats, man. Outside of me coming up around some of the greats myself, So yeah, exceptional. I got some shit, man. I mean, I went all out. This is one of my greatest projects, man. This is the greatest project I've ever done, man. I got all my videos shot with a Black Magic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just gonna keep on mashing, man. This is what I do. But I'm in a position to really do it the way it needs to be done.
Right.
And I just look for it to be a marathon. Any blessings that come along the way, hey, somebody might hear the shit that I'm doing and jump on something. Whoever knows. But one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. One climb at a time. No other.
Right. When can we expect those EPs?
I might end up pushing this first one date back. It was the 25th. I was gonna do a Bandcamp premiere. At this point, that's still what it is. Again, like I said, I'm just hiring some people. That's it. To really specialize in targeted marketing.
Right. Right. Outside of music, any other avenues Quan is pursuing?
Movies, a little bit of acting, and just different business ventures. That's really it. Music, man. Just really establishing a foothold on music. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? And to continuously keep expanding that brand.
Right.
So,
We appreciate your time this evening. Before we get out of here, social media, can you shout that out and everywhere we can keep up with Ferquan at?
yes, sir. First and foremost, Ferquan.com, FERQUAN.com. Definitely active on Instagram at King Ferquan, KingFerquan. You know, TikTok, anything you put in Ferquan, man, I'm gonna come up. You know?
That's what's up.
Hey, yo, Quan, you don't do that. You used to do that thing, man, when you used to introduce yourself, when you used to be like, I can't even do it, but you remember how you used to do that shit?
Yeah, my name, well, I'll be like, it's down for Quan. My name is, but you call me Quan. If you're like a whole bunch of letters, cool enough to make your AC jealous and your fucking fans spin backwards and shit. Poppin'
Yeah. Yeah,
Poppin'
man.
pushing P, poppin' talking slick. That's all. You know, I like to talk. I like to talk shit, but it gotta make sense, man. Like, and I'm just talking to myself speak, really trying to help change the narrative. And don't get me wrong, everybody ain't gonna go, man. Listen, some motherfuckers is gonna crash and burn, bro. That's just what it is. But in the meantime, for whoever our lives are destined to cross paths with and touch, hey, so be it. You know, I just hope that, like when I lost my grandfather recently, like 600 people came to his funeral. I think that's a great testament of how many lives he had a positive impact on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. You know, you know, when my day comes, I just hope that, you know, even if a person will come to the funeral, it's like, yo, Quan was one of the ones, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For sure. Man, once again, Quan, thank you very much, man. I'm glad that we had the opportunity to connect with you again.
Yeah.
Much success with all your projects and everything you're doing. We're going to keep watching.
Appreciate it, man.
Always, man. You got a fan here.
Absolutely.
Sincere as well, bro.
Absolutely.
Y'all be blessed, man.
No doubt.
You too. Stay in touch, man. And let us know when you got something, man. Shoot, don't hesitate. Shoot it in the DM and we'll
Cool.
be posting and talking about it.
About Jungle and Heartless right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I saw
All
the
right.
videos. Dope.
Yeah, about to go crazy. Wait till that video come out though.
No doubt.
The hustle. Yeah, I mean, shit, Heartless, all of that. We set the standard, man, for real.
No doubt. It's been Changing Other Hip Hop Guards podcast. I'm the journalist Sincere, my partner, Uncle E. That is Ferquan. Thank you so much for the opportunity. We'll see you again soon.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.